Put it away for Texas Tech. And here we go. Short kickoff taken on the goal line by Zamora. And he is out past the 30-yard line. There's a flag down. Zamora down the sideline. Pushed out of bounds in Texas Tech territory.
During the return, holding receiving team number 21. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Is throwing the ball. Baylor is just as good running the football. We'll get to that later. Good D by Texas Tech on the pass to the
offensive line with all 5 returning starters.
Here's Linwood. And Linwood able to shake a tackler and get out across the 20. They'll keep it on the ground on 3rd down, and it's an easy first down for Linwood, and it might be a touchdown. Inside the 20, touchdown Baylor. A 79-yard run by Shock Linwood, his 5th rushing touchdown already this year. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be like this all day.
It's just so explosive when you have to, especially in a 3rd down situation, you have to respect the speed on the outside of Corey Coleman, Katie Cannon, Jay Lee, and then you get these big guys up front. Spencer Drango right there, 58. Colbert, Broxton on the right side get a great combo block up to the 2nd level, and Shock Linwood speed to the end zone.
How about Texas Tech makes 2 good plays on 1st and 2nd down. 1 mistake on.
You're going to see 2 guys come off to the 2nd level. That's Jarrell Broxton, Pat Colbert. Then he comes off. Colbert comes off and gets the block, and bad angles in the secondary for Texas Tech, and it's difficult to stop.
Baylor averaging 380 yards on the ground per game, and they just got 79 on 1 play.
And you talked about the edge of Art Briles, and in the
Jakeem Grant, who has scored 4 different ways this year: kick return, passing, receiving, rushing touchdown. They're going to kick it as far away from him as they possibly can, but now they're going to throw it back to him. Batson throws it to Grant, and Grant breaks a tackle. Knocked out of bounds up here for Texas Tech. He was banged up last week in their loss against TCU, but he's good to go, according to the coaches, to run the entire offense. DeAndre Washington. They tried to tackle him up high, and he broke it and picked up about 3 yards.
Baylor, so he's not afraid.
On 2nd and 8, here's Washington, and wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Have got to have a big game.
Mahomes has time on 3rd down. Everybody covered. Now Mahomes fires it deep, and it's caught, and it's a touchdown. Zach Austin got behind the D. 55 yards for Texas Tech. We've had 2 3rd down plays, and both have been touchdowns here in 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Like I said, Mahomes had 600 yards and 6 touchdowns in the game a year ago, and it was because of extended plays just like this, by enough time to get a one-on-one downfield, and that time the safety Orion Stewart misplayed the ball.
12th touchdown pass of the year for Mahomes, and the first catch all season for Zach Austin. Point after from Hatfield.
A lot of them in this game.
Pass me a couple throw lozenges, would you? Expected, especially in the 2nd half. Obviously no weather to deal with here, but kickoff by Texas Tech taken deep in the end zone from Cannon. It will come out to the 20. They run it on 1st down. Here's Linwood into the secondary again. Brought down at the 30-yard line.
McGowan in this football game.
Taken down in the backfield is Cole.
That they need to compete in this game.
Out of an empty set, here comes pressure on 3rd down. Russell going deep. It's pulled in by Coleman. Brought down at the 30-yard line.
By Seth Russell recognizing blitz.
Now Russell going to go to the end zone here. Incomplete. Off the finger.
Keep this new quarterback off balance.
Here's Johnny Jefferson, their number 2 running back. He's inside the 30-yard line.
Something we've never seen before.
Caught his only pass last year as Cannon makes the catch here and scores. Touchdown, Baylor. Couldn't come up with the deep ball thrown a couple of plays ago. Nice grab that time.
A great grab and a great throw. 2 times. Good recognition by Seth Russell on that particular series, recognizing blitz, man-to-man coverage, and throwing a catchable ball. 1 for Coleman, and then the touchdown for Cannon.
Chris Callahan on for the point after. 14-7 Baylor. Punting. Change the channel. And here's a pooch kick. Fielded at the 28-yard line. A fair catch signal made, so Texas Tech will start there. Let's check in with teams. And again, Tech scored 52 last week and lost to TCU. Here's a throwback to Washington, the running back. And he is ripped down at the 29-yard line.
Holding offense number 75. 10-yard penalty. It's first down.
Howard just splits him.
So first down and 20 now for Texas Tech. Here comes pressure. Mahomes over the middle, and man, they had a big play on 2nd and 20. Pressure again. Mahomes, and the catch made at the 35-yard line. Some of these other high-octane offenses is they've got a defense too. Washington broke a tackle and picked up the first down to the 40-yard line.
Especially DeAndre Washington in this game.
Here's Washington getting the carry. Nice move there. Cut to his left and picked up and had 4 touchdowns against TCU a week ago. Out on the flat to Jakeem Grant. He gets the first down and more. Inside the 45-yard line.
Linebacker Grant Campbell in the passing game.
Quick toss to Washington inside the 40-yard line before he's clocked to the ground.
It made him a little sore and stiff, not holding him back in this game.
Mahomes flushed out of the pocket and throws it away. Well, Cliff Kingsbury did a good job.
It's like all about blitz.
And the catch is made short of a first down, though, but breaking the tackle is Lauderdale. That pinball back near the line. And there was movement by the left guard. Alfredo Morales came up out of his stance.
Offense number 56. 5-yard penalty.
It's a lot of pressure.
So after the penalty, Samank punting. And this is a good one. It checks up, and then Baylor touched the ball. The Bears recover it. Wow.
Hey, Brian.
And a pitch and catch, first down. Jay Lee on the grab. Wide receiver screen. Coleman grabbed to the ankles at the 30-yard line.
High energy from Kendall Briles.
Art Briles' son, of course. Linwood wrapped up after a short game.
Because he doesn't want to get the defense an opportunity to do so. They pop one out to Corey Coleman right here. Now they're going to get the first down. Now what?
Russell to the air on first down. Facing some pressure. Steps up. Pretty good athlete. Crosses the 45. Into Tech territory. Fumbled the ball, but he was out of bounds at the 38.
Kendall Briles. Seth Russell gets it, communicates it to the offensive line, and they go as fast as possible.
Designed quarterback run. Russell upended at the 35. Gain
from his mind to the field. That's as fast as it can possibly.
Signals in quickly.
With contact. Defense number 90.
Offside penalty on Texas Tech will make it a 2nd and 2.
It's one of those too, so you got to keep it pretty simple, which is what Art likes to do.
Linwood picks a hole, has a first down, pushes the pile inside the 25-yard line. Wide open is the tight end Penning, but he could not hang on. Their team. Russell over the middle. That one is incomplete. 3rd and 10. This would be huge for Texas Tech if they can get a stop. Russell over the middle. No. Touchdown. Corey Coleman. Man, was he open in the middle of the defense. That is 9 receiving touchdowns for Corey Coleman to lead the country. 23 yards.
Boy, we said coming into this game, we're going to find out something about Baylor. I hadn't played anybody of any kind of significance in the first 3 games of the year. We felt like this was going to be their first true test, and Cliff Kingsbury's group, at least on the defensive side, not proving to have much more than Rice, Lamar, or SMU in the way of stopping this offense.
And nobody near these receivers. Extra point makes it 21 before the season to be in the national championship. Another pooch kick. This one's going to hit the ground and fielded at the 24-yard line. So Texas Tech will start there. And so Cliff Kingsbury in his third year as the head coach at Texas Tech. Mahomes throwing it to Lauderdale, and no gain on the play. Sometimes he'll line up almost like he's an outside linebacker at the line of scrimmage. Mahomes wide open. Catch made by Lauderdale. Washington straight ahead gets 2.
Flag. Another zero pressure look from Baylor on the defense.
He had no safety deep. Mahomes.
The field and get the ball downfield.
Mahomes. Grant with the catch at the 42. Andrew,
the guy to watch.
On the Baylor 41-yard line. Play action. Mahomes looking downfield, slinging it deep. Diving attempt, but it's incomplete. Texas Tech on 2nd and 10. Mahomes steps up, dumps it off. Washington nowhere to go. They get him at the third
down situation.
Mahomes to the sideline, and it was overthrown. He tried to hit Red right at the sticks. Mahomes in trouble. Gets away from the defender. Lobs it downfield. And it's caught. And it's a touchdown. Cameron Batson scores for Tech. His first career touchdown on 4th down.
If you're going to bring an all-out pressure on defense, you cannot lose contain of the quarterback, because the defensive backs back there are expecting the ball to come out fast. If you lose contain and the quarterback extends the play, you're dead.
That was a pretty impressive throw by Mahomes.
Yeah, going across his body, unbelievable throw.
That's the 2nd touchdown pass for Mahomes today. 3rd defense that he's a backup on that team. Cannon from the 2-yard line. Penalty marker down. Cannon tackled at the 23-yard line. Good coverage by Texas Tech. Malik Jenkins made the special team stop.
Illegal wedge formation by the receiving team. More than 3 men moving forward in the blocking formation. That's half the distance to the goal. First down.
And Baylor's usually Gowan is in at fullback at 400 pounds, and they run. They fake it and throw it down the sideline. Wide open, the catch made by Jay Lee. Lee will outrun the defender. Tripped up, comes up short. Tevin Madison saves a touchdown, but that thing almost went the length of the field. 88 yards.
Tevin Madison bit on a run fake in the backfield, and that's what got Jay Lee so wide open.
Hard to tell if he stepped up there at the 5. They rule him down at the 2-yard line. Hand off to Linwood. Went up over the top from the 2-yard line. Don't usually see him guy dive from that far out. And he landed. I mean, by the time he came down, he wasn't anywhere near the goal line. Seth Russell. Boy, look at McGowan. Touchdown, Baylor.
Why didn't they give it to the big man? They will, trust me. Our Browns will have that play in, but what a response by Baylor. And if you're Texas Tech, you know, you get back in this game, and then you have a mental error on defense, and you get the big man pushing you in.
Yeah, remember the Bush push? I don't know what we want to call this one, but man, if you're Seth Russell and that guy pushes you from behind, guess what? You're moving a few yards. He can just tap you and you're going forward. Well, Baylor's had 2 drives of about 90 yards, and it's 28 4-yard kickoff return for a touchdown is deep. They're going to kick it away from him. And it will go through the end zone, so a touchback. It will come out to the 25.
Zone and try to come up, keep things in front of you, and make the tackle.
Washington gets the carry, tackled in the backfield. It's a smaller defensive end compared to the other guys, as Mahomes dumps it off to Austin, juggled, incomplete. Austin had the touchdown.
But this year they do.
Here they come with pressure. Mahomes airing it out, and the pass is incomplete. Another drop. This two that were sure touchdowns for Texas Tech. Simek with the punt. Coleman backing up. He'll field it inside his 15-yard line. And there's a flag down. Coleman is still going. Oh, man, he got a huge block. And Coleman is past the 40 and out of bounds. But again, this one's coming back. The flag's thrown at the...
During the return, block in the back. Receiving team, number 24.
Have a zone and make him think and execute and throw in windows.
Russell from the goal line, throwing deep again, incomplete. I thought that Katie Cannon was held. There's no
formally says they're going to run the football.
And there it is. Jefferson tackled in the backfield. He was out of the end zone, so it's not a safety. And Russell in trouble, gets out of the end zone and is across the 10, comes up short of the marker, and so the 3 in the first quarter. That didn't slow him down though. 28 points. Cameron Batson, the deep man, fields it at the 40, goes backwards and is taken down inside his 35-yard line. A touchdown in the last possession for Texas Tech. They fake the end around. Here's a screen, almost intercepted, and then caught by Stockton. Picks up a couple of yards.
No, one of the...
Not the only one. Not many of those working today. Stockton wrapped up by Blanchard. He got away from him, though, and there might be a face mask. Blanchard with great effort.
Illegal block in the back.
Nope.
Offense, number 8. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second.
Of it, and he definitely pulled on it. Here's Mahomes. Oh, wide open, right at the sticks is Zach Austin. That's good. Mahomes came in 4th in the country in total offense per game, just under 400 yards accounted for. A run here and a broken tackle in midfield. Another one. Washington with great balance to the play. They go back to him here, and Taylor Young had a hold of him. The ball came out. Young had a hold of Washington, then he lost the ball as he tried to get second effort. Orion Stewart forced a fumble, and Stewart is out of the pile with possession.
Going on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense, first down.
So a turnover by Texas Tech as Washington tried to get an extra yard or two, and Stewart forced a fumble and recovered it.
And you love the extra effort from DeAndre Washington, but you got to secure the football. Great job by Orion Stewart. You get somebody wrapped up and you get it back going down, go for that ball, tackle the football. That's perfectly done by Orion Stewart. Give him credit. He was beat earlier in the game.
Season, just 4 interceptions. Think of all the quarterbacks that have come through this system, going back to Kevin Cobb at Houston. RG3, of course. Petty last year. Run play. Linwood breaks a tackle into Tech territory. All the way to the 20-yard line. And then Jashawn Johnson gets into it with Linwood. 40-yard run for Linwood. Russell over the middle. And Penning with the grab and a first down. He dropped one in the first quarter.
The guy is Gus Penning, who's a good player.
Linwood into the end zone. Another Baylor touchdown. Second one today for Linwood.
Talked about the extra effort. DeAndre Washington, same thing for Shock Linwood. And they coach that. They coach keeping those knees off the ground as you reach out for the end zone. That was perfectly done from Shock Linwood.
Scores. Texas Tech, there's a lot more. There's not as much room for errors, so those drops and the turnovers are magnified even more from Jakeem Grant. And they'll do it again. Batson Takes a knee. It will come out to the 25.
This is a business deal now. There's professionalism here that is expected from Art Browse. We've seen incomplete pass and punches. He says, I expect production.
Offense number 75. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
It's the second penalty on the Tech center, Jared Castor.
But at the same time, Kendall Browse.
That is the only time he sees him smile anymore, as Washington is met in the backfield by Taylor Young. A loss on the play.
Kendall's thrown right in the fire in the Cotton Bowl and holds his own.
Mahomes steps up on 2nd and 22. Boy, he could have run, and now he does. And out near the 27-yard line. Texas Tech. Mahomes moving to his left. Now backing up. And going to unload. Into traffic. It's intercepted at midfield. Xavier Howard back inside the 15. Takes a seat inside the 10. First and goal for the Bears, and a penalty. A lot of teams with prove-it games today. Georgia, Clemson tonight against Notre Dame. Right, prove if you're for real, as Russell slides to the 19-yard line. Florida, and then against Oklahoma earlier in the year. Russell again got the first down, spun down.
Team around him, the only question mark was him. He stood up.
Coleman slips a tackle in the backfield. Finally, 3 Red Raiders get like a tight end, even though he has 1 career catch.
He's too big to get in the stance there.
Another passing touchdown. Corey Coleman with the grab, and Baylor's got 41 points midway through the second quarter.
The big man tried to get down in his stance, and he almost got called for illegal procedure, but this is the staple for Baylor. The inside fake handoff, and then it's just like a drive-by shooting right behind that linebacker that has to respect that inside run, and it's an easy touchdown for Corey Coleman.
Now, Baylor scored more than 80 2 years ago against Texas Tech. We might be headed that way here again today. Callahan's been a busy man. He was 10 of 10 last game for Baylor against Rice, with 18 touchdown passes on the year to lead the country. Another pooch kick. This is what, the 3rd time we've seen it. Fielded at the 30-yard line. Quentin White brought down to the 33.
I don't think the official's going to be one.
Mahomes back to work. Short throw to Austin. Tackled near the first down marker at the 42-yard. Heisman Trophy here at Baylor. And Browse said Russell is unique. That might have been a backwards pass, so a run play. Stockton. Nice move, gets the first down.
Proves that he can go out and produce, and that was really the only thing missing, and so far he's done it.
Tony Brown does a good job getting to the foot. Obviously
there
now,
is no foul for
so.
targeting on the play. It's 2nd down.
Mahomes pass over the middle, caught for a first down. Zach Austin getting 48-46. They shift Justin Stockton into the backfield. They'll hand it to Stockton off the right edge inside the 30. Stockton wrestled to the ground by Stewart, but after he gets a first down at the 20 start, but he did, and he looks healthy. Short pass to Washington out in space, dragged down inside the 20.
No, the cut brought his hands off of him. I think that was a poor call.
6th penalty by Texas Tech. 1st and 25. Wide receiver screen, a big hit.
And now Avion Edwards on the perimeter.
Mahomes pumps to his right. Moving around in the pocket with Oakman chasing. And he tried to throw it away, and he almost threw an interception.
Go through your reads.
3rd down and 26. Mahomes. Deep pass that's caught at the 20-yard line. That was a long throw to Justin left on a 4th down in the first quarter. Here's 4th and 8. Mahomes in trouble. Got a man open, though, and it's incomplete. A penalty flag down. Zach out.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 4. 10-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Instead of this game. They hand it off. Here's Washington to the 4-yard line for 6 yards. Brought White in the backfield again. And here's White.
What's going on right now on this sideline defensively? Now they're finally lined up, and we've got another penalty in front of us, this time on offensive false start.
42-14 the score.
Ball start. Offense, number 51. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Another penalty marker down.
Prior to the snap, delay of game.
Wow.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Mahomes, end zone, what a catch! Touchdown, Tony Brown. Oh my goodness, Ryan Reed was right in his grill, and the true freshman pulled it in.
Well, Tony Brown has had a rough go of it early in this game, a drop touchdown and a costly penalty, but you see why the coaching staff still has him out there. The talent to go up and get that football and make a play. It's just the consistency that you want from true freshmen that's not always there.
First collegiate touchdown for Brown. The point after makes it for college football. NBA and NHL about to get started. Here's K.D. Cannon taking it out. And Cannon fumbled the ball. There's a flag down as well. Baylor's got it back. And Baylor starts this drive short of its 20-yard line. And a big hole for Linwood again.
All the top 3 in the Heisman.
The top 10 in the Heisman as Russell is all the way past midfield. Our athletic trip. 1966.
Yep.
Russell airing it out. Single coverage downfield, incomplete. Intended for K.D. Cannon, now a flag.
The ball was coming down and he goes ahead and tackles him.
Defense number 1. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Not in the game here. Jefferson straight ahead, stood up at the 29. Gain of 3 or 4. In this game, actually more rushing yards than passing yards in this game. A strike to Lee inside the 20. A missed tackle. DBs are backing up. And then finally, Nigel Bethel on the stop. First and goal for offense. And look, Juan McGowan is in. And they try to run behind him. Russell got maybe a yard. Good pursuit by Texas fullback. And they got McGowan lined up as a tight end. They're going to run in between both those guys. Jefferson down to the 2-yard line. So it'll be third down and goal.
When they lost Javon Armstead, they needed another body at tight end, so he came out of the staff room.
Here's a bootleg. Russell will take it in for the touchdown. Second rushing touchdown of this game. 5th touchdown that Russell has accounted for overall today.
And he's got to give an assist to the big man. Take a look here. He's going to seal that edge. Probably a good idea to run his direction, but that's an easy touchdown for Seth Russell.
Looked like maybe Russell was doing some talking there too. Back at Deshaun Johnson. And Art Briles doesn't look happy. It may be because of that. He was looking back at the defensive back there. I mean, there's been a lot of jawing, but Evans kickoff taken out by Grant. Grant to the 23-yard line. All right, check out this split screen. Allen and Oakman were captains before today's game. All right, 90 seconds left in the half. Texas Tech with the ball. Over the middle, Tony Brown. Brown across the 35, dragged down to the 41, and he fumbled the ball. It was recovered by Chance Watts. Was he in bounds? Yes, he was. Turnover by Texas Tech.
Is a fumble recovered by the defense. First down, Baylor.
Blanchard with the forced fumble, was with the recovery.
And again, it's Tony Brown. The ups and downs. Was his knee down? Looked like he may have been down before that ball came out. Take a look at the left knee. Yeah, that ball was, his knee looked like it was down before that ball came out.
Yeah, I thought his left knee was down. So they'll take some time looking at this one.
Coming out. It looked
The
like
ruling
it
on
may
the
have been coming
field of
out.
a fumble is under further review.
From that angle, that was the best angle we had. It looked like he may have lost control of that ball.
He led 30-0 over Texas in the first quarter. Doug Rhodes was at that game too, by the way, as Linwood takes it to the 40-yard line. Only a couple yards there. Russell hands it off. And Linwood Dragged down short of the first down. Third down coming up here.
They've been on their heels.
Russell will keep, and he can't get outside. Russell flushed out of the pocket and throws it away. It is intercepted. It's Tech ball either way. J.J. Gaines with the picks. Tech will take a knee and a 28-point deficit into the locker room. Plays of 10 yards or more. Good news for Texas Tech. It will get the ball to start the third quarter. It was fair caught just past the 20-yard line. Take a look at our through for 255 yards, 3 scores. Got a stoppage of play up last week in their 55-52 loss against TCU.
Substitution defense, 12 men on the field. A 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Baylor came in averaging
in this game.
Mahomes wide open as the check down. Washington gets a huge block.
Yards.
Mahomes moving outside the pocket and dumps it off to Reginald Davis. Caught it in back. Over the middle, the catch made by Austin gets the first down. To the
blowing opportunities, dropped balls, turnovers, and then on the defensive side of the football, talking with Cliff Kingsbury, a lot of answers, and that's where they're scrambling right now on defense.
Mahomes dumps it off to Cutie, and he is close to the first down.
I think we need more of it in coaching in college football.
No more taking other coaches to task like he did with Brett Bielema as Jakeem Grant.
Don't let him play as many snaps in the second half.
Kingsbury's pass, or excuse me, Kingsbury's pass.
The edge of Cliff Kingsbury.
Mahomes with a pump fake, got Oakman off his feet, and Mahomes will run for the first down inside the 15, stays in bounds, and into the end zone for the touchdown. That's 6 rushing touchdowns on the year for Patrick Mahomes.
It's contain again on the outside. You're going to see Oakman go up in the air. You don't want to leave your feet. Oakman's 6'9". You don't need to leave your feet to bat that ball down. When Baylor's been hurt by Mahomes, it's been because he's broken contain. First with a touchdown pass and now with his feet.
Cut it to 2, a failed 2-point play, and Baylor hung on for the win. Chris Platt is deep for the Bears. We'll get their first possession of the second half. This went through the end zone. It's a touchback that will come. Quan McGowan in at fullback. He'll maul somebody, and they run the other way. And a big hole for Linwood to the 42. Here's Ohio State. Not great offensively since week 1. Corey Coleman.
Even the other running back already has a hamstring issue.
Russell. There's miscommunication with his receiver Cannon. Williams yet in this game. Russell on 3rd and 7, and man, wide open is Cannon for a first down at the 45-yard line. Jefferson dragged down after a gain of 4 at the back. 13 carries, 186 yards for Linwood as Russell goes deep and thrown out of bounds, but a flag is down. Beth.
Pass interference. Defense.
He's looking back, then his head turns and he kind of runs him out of bounds.
There's McGowan in the game. Jefferson. Ball came out. One official says he's down. Just watch number 80, folks. Watch him here. Jefferson off the right side. Dragged down at the 16-yard line short of the first down.
And creatively.
Jefferson to the 11, easy first.
Defensive lines in the country.
Russell keeps, and he gets gang tackled at the line of scrimmage. For those that might be just joining us and you've seen him. We've seen him use it today on some of these poor linebackers. Jefferson was trying to come up with a stop. Jefferson straight ahead to the goal line and in. Baylor touchdown again.
Blowing them off the ball. Blake Muir, the left guard, Stretches out. Johnny Jefferson, nice stretch there. But Blake Muir, the left guard, the Australian from New South Wales, at 6'6", 315 pounds, gets the movement for Jefferson to get in.
Well, to your point, we talked about McGowan for a good reason, but you got Durango, a 4-year starter, left tackle, a returning All-American. Muir, second-year starter. Fuller at center, a second-year starter. Broxton started 8 games last year. Pat Colbert drives, how about this, 85, 75, 92, 89 yards, 59, 81, 75, and then 25. Quentin White, they've been kicking it to him to try to keep it away from Jakeem Grant, and boy, he's taken a pounding.
During the return, block in the back, receiving team number 83. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run, first down.
Third quarter, Pat Mahomes, the second, looked pretty good. He's had some drops, throwing for over 300 yards, and wide open here is Stockton. To midfield. Mahomes to throw and fires it deep, incomplete. Tried to hit Cutie.
Something that Cliff Kingsbury's going to be able to grow with over the next couple of years, as you see him here trying to create, and then again just get the ball out of bounds, live to play the next.
Mahomes and company on the other side of midfield. Pressure coming, and the screen pass is nearly intercepted.
You don't know how that Oregon-Colorado game is going to turn out. That could be a good game.
An unranked Oregon team. Hawthorne with a fair catch around the 11. Let's get an update on the top-ranked team in the
good team.
Jefferson able to fall forward and get a couple of yards.
Situation, and I mean, you don't have a quarterback, then you don't have an offense.
Pass is caught by Coleman. He's wrapped up.
Knows all about him, but that position for Baylor is in good line up front, and that's why Baylor's the best offense in the country.
Pass behind.
Coleman done an unbelievable job of recruiting athletes, popping the ball out here to the perimeter right now, of recruiting athletes that out of the high school than maybe they had in the earlier days at Baylor, which is going to accentuate the quarterback.
Incomplete as Coleman.
He hasn't even stepped on the field yet. He's being compared to the Heisman Trophy winner.
Well, I guess if you consider the type of NFL player that RG3 has been, I don't know if that
under Art Briles.
That's a great point. Or more than that in the second here as Mahomes is flushed out of the pocket again, throwing on the run, and it's caught by Grant inside the 4. And they've got a program that's going to be good for a long time. Mahomes pitches it back to Grant, who's in trouble.
You know, the other thing is even brighter because of the new stadium and new facility.
Mahomes taking off here. A flag down as Mahomes is dragged down by Levels. But third down.
Holding offense number 51. 10-yard penalty. Repeats.
Andrew Billings, who's from Waco. It's Sean Oakman on defense. A transfer from Penn State as Mahomes dumps it off to Washington at the 40-yard line.
Are playing on offense because of the style of offense that's being run in high school in Texas.
Grant out on the flat. Brought down to the 38. 4th down and 12 here for Texas Tech. A flag down. 4th and 17.
Full start. Offense number 51.
One more time, maybe get a takeaway finally on defense, but they're going to go for it on 4th and 17. And Mahomes, running out of real estate, just throws it up for grabs. And it's intercepted by Blanchard. He probably should have just knocked on the season through, remember, 4 games for Baylor because they had a bye already. Shock Linwood tackled
Montgomery, and that kind of got him to Baylor. David Beatty, who was the
from the Baylor 22. Russell taking off, and he'll come up short.
For the crop, but before that, he was really having to find the diamond in the rough.
Batson has to back up for this booming kick. Fields it inside his 15-yard line. He's across the 20. Grabbed to the ankles by Davion Hall near the 25.
During the return, block in the back, receiving team number 88. 10-yard penalty, first down.
And it might be the best running back in the country. There are a lot of good ones, but he's up there. Austin is free across the 40. There's a flag in the backfield as Austin.
An eligible receiver downfield on the pass. Offense number 62. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Quarters here in Arlington. 84 points and over 1,000 yards of total offense. Tech backed up to its own 5. DeAndre wanted for 5 scores. 2nd and 13. Mahomes pass behind Austin incomplete.
Florida still has some issues, especially on the offensive side, and Will Greer in particular. Big throw down the sideline from.
Certainly Michigan State looks good as well, and this team Baylor too, as Mahomes pass is incomplete. It's so hard at this. So is that a concern for the Spartans, just like maybe a concern for Ohio State going forward? Pass caught by Giles, short of the marker. It's an SEC network game. Mississippi State and A&M tonight. 3rd down and 3. Mahomes pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage. That was Blanchard. Only a 4-man rush. Mahomes backing up, in trouble, spinning around, stepping up, and dumping it off. Incomplete. A close call on the road at Virginia. Linwood gets the first down, took a shot, but bounced right off the defender. Shoved out at the 17-yard line. Now Baylor averaging 64 points per game, trying to get close to that on this possession. But Jeffrey Russell completes it to Coleman. Great miss, going for his 3rd touchdown and in. Corey Coleman launches into the end zone, and the Bears extend their lead to 62-28.
So much talent at every position on this offense. Coleman came into this game leading the country in touchdown receptions, and it looks like he's going to add another one.
That's 11 receiving touchdowns for Coleman. Leads the country in receiving touchdowns, has the most 20-yard pass plays in college football. Last year he had over 1,100 yards in a round, number 1 in the country. We have 340 in this game. And Linwood has been the story there. He's got 214 on the ground on 17 carries. That's 12.6 yards.
And he's got plenty of arm and plenty of experience.
No running room for Washington. Brought down for a loss by
Day. He's one of the more explosive players on the inside. They're very difficult to block him.
Pass by Webb is on the bases. 3rd down and 1. Webb's pass is caught again by Austin. It's a first down. He did have a drop. DeAndre Washington, a good player, but he's been kept in check. Webb airing it out, and it's broken up at the last second by Reed, intended for Tony Brown.
Struggles with. They understand his limitations, and they're going to roll with him.
Batson open in the middle of the field. Batson being chased from behind, and they catch up to him at the 25-yard line. Well, the problem is they just don't
points as well.
First down for the 25-yard line. DeAndre Washington.
And 28 points against a very good Texas Tech offense.
Coming in, they're known as a defense that takes the ball away from the opponent. They'll make play in this game. 3rd down and 6. Webb off his back foot, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. By the way, just looking at Oakman, I have no idea.
The thing that would bother me as a quarterback would be throwing around him.
On 4th down, it's a first down catch by Batson.
To 40% of the quick passing game to his side.
Webb to the end zone for a touchdown to Jonathan Giles. First touchdown for the freshman Giles.
And a good drive for Davis Webb. Coming in, you know, you're cold off the bench. You've watched for 3.5 quarters. Thought you might get a chance this week to come out and play some with the injury to Mahomes and come out and lead the team right down the field. And this is against the starting defense for Baylor.
First touchdown pass of the season for Davis Webb, 45th of his career. You mean the 3-0? There's McCartney. As it be a touchback, it'll come out to the 25. Let's take a look at today's good. Give him too much attention. You got Katie Cannon, Jay Lee, You got a 400-pound fullback. They're not coming back from 28 down with 8 minutes to go. Here's Linwood on 2nd down. And it'll bring it a 3rd down. And about injury standpoint, this game's over. Why are these guys still in the field? And try to pound it. Linwood taken down.
Yes, he didn't like the way their eyes looked when he came off the field on the last possession. And he is that kind of coach that doesn't care what other people think.
Batson in trouble. And down he goes. There's a penalty flag thrown around the 11-yard line. I think I know what this one is.
During the return, block in the back.
Boy.
Receiving team number 27. Half the distance to the goal. First.
Texas Tech ball inside the 5-yard line. They're going to run it here. And Justin Stockton is tackled at the 11-yard line. All right, time to take a look at
picks in the Big 12. You had TCU. Tom's got Oklahoma, and I got this team. I guess opposed to at the beginning of the year, we all thought it was going to be Baylor TCU.
Underneath route, Austin on the catch out to the 20. Game we had that opening Thursday night.
No, it's interesting, guys, too, as we've been talking about defense. Another handoff here for Texas Tech. That sooner or later, the team on defense, it's going to be there in the end.
Can't score 40 points on it. I mean, that's the question.
Right, exactly.
Webb's pass wide open is Tony Brown into Baylor territory. Guys, I don't know that honestly we've learned anything defensively about Baylor today. And
the question that happened in both of the games that they lost last year, receiving complete pass, was at West Virginia and in that bowl game they were this offseason with, and I think that's going to be the difference for them this year.
Webb on the rollout, steps up, throws incomplete.
Because what that does, Dave, is it protects me wanting to learn and be better and be innovative, and I think that's going to make a difference.
Go ahead, Tom.
The one thing that's going to be interesting to note with Baylor as we go throughout the Big 12 slate is how we're going to be able to get answered is how they would handle a front 4 or a group of front 7 that are deep and talented and can get them off schedule as we see the pass interference call come in here in the.
Yeah, just had another look at it here. He did arrive just before the ball got there. Webb trying the end zone again. Just overthrown. Notice how Greasy got real silent there and brought up the big one over Michigan.
Vaulted back into that conversation with a demanding win over Georgia, 38-10.
Webb in trouble on 3rd down and 10. And almost caught. Got behind 2 defenders, incomplete.
Still have to capitalize. So you still got to bank on a team that's been there as often as they have, that they're going to be a contender at the end.
On 4th and 10, an incompletion, no flag down. Turnover on downs here offensively against Texas Tech, giving up that many passing yards. Stidham's going to hand it off on 1st down, and it's Terrence Williams. Stidham fires to Zamora out near midfield.
After this game, look those guys in the eye, and they look back at him and say, you know what, he produced in a big game, and now we can move forward from here. So
their toughest games are at the back end of their schedule, and they're on the road. With the exception of the Sooners at home, as Terrence Williams runs over a defensive lineman in Brandon Jackson. In the conference, having played a pair of top 5 teams in TCU and Baylor in back-to-back weeks for the first time in school history. Terrence Williams won't go down, making the most of his time on the field here in the final seconds. And that means Baylor breaks the tie in the 74th meeting. Baylor has won 37, lost 36, and tied once. Now Baylor put up 49 first-half points and finishes with 63 and a blowout win here in Arlington over Texas Tech as the Bears improve to 4-0 on the season, winning their Big 12 opener.